Mike Trigg in Tampa, Florida, 813. No losses, just lessons.
Sabo Baptiste, welcome, 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 Tampa Bay.
Yes. What we got for him, Sabo?
Okay, so today we're going to talk about parenting, but how we want to talk about it this time, we want to talk about what you do as children, as what parents do as children, as the kids evolve through the process to young adults. They need different things. And the areas that we're going to cover that every parent, not necessarily in this order, we should be teaching our kids life skills. Thank you. Mm-hmm. And the life skills, it's 11 steps. It says personal care and hygiene, and communication skills, household management, cooking and nutrition, financial management, time management, social skills, career and education, transportation and safety, digital literacy, and physical and mental well-being. Now, I'm going to give you an example of. I'm going to give you an example of one. Let's go to personal care and hygiene. Your infant child or your young child, let's say they're 1 to 2 years old, you start teaching them how to brush their teeth because you're taking care, you're giving them baths, because they're getting like 3 or 4 baths a day because after they eat.
Right.
So, and then after they master that, now you're teaching them other things. Now you're teaching them how to take their own baths, say they're like 3 or 4 years old. So it evolves, it goes on. And then by the time they're 10, you're teaching them, hey, you got to clean yourself this way, do this, do that. Let me check this. Because now you're going to start checking to see if they retain all the knowledge you have taught them on how to personal care and hygiene. So I just want to give you an example. And when they get to be an adult, they have other concerns. The same basic, because everything is built upon,
right.
And there's more things. So we're going to talk about these things and how they evolve through a child's life to their young adult. So Mike, what you think about what I said so far?
I think all those skills, if they're taught properly, mm-hmm. It creates a whole child.
That's right. And that's what this is about. It's called
right.
Life skills.
Right. Mm-hmm. And just as you was reading them, I've done those. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But as an educator, as a teacher, I have seen kids come to my classroom without the personal care and hygiene.
That's right.
Because a lot of times people having their kids so young, mm-hmm. They'll get in the bathtub. They don't spend time. They don't have time.
Yes.
To show them how to take a bath properly, and to be well groomed and stuff like that. So, and that's the problem that we run into today with the younger generation. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But everything you said is imperative to making a whole child, boy and girl, especially, one don't from the other, the whole child.
The whole child. And something else we need to know is it's specific to what a child should learn before leaving home. This is where parents and child build their relationship through. Like communication skills. How do you want your kid to communicate with you? How should your kid communicate with you? I think about Michael Jackson and his dad.
Right.
His dad they couldn't call their dad Dad. They had to call him Joe.
Right.
So he taught them, you don't call me Dad, you call me Joe. Well, that might not work for you or work for the next person. I know it wouldn't work for me. I'm Mom.
Right.
So
it's funny because my kids call me Dad, mm-hmm. but we call my grandfather Trigg. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's a legacy that he started because my uncles, mm-hmm. their grandkids called him Trigg.
Right.
My grandkids gonna call me Trigg. Mm-hmm. I love that. Mm-hmm.
Right, and that's what you're setting it up for. You're teaching them to go from Dad to Trigg.
But the communication piece, when you said Michael Jackson, mm-hmm. So like with my kids, we are passionate about what we talk about. So it comes off as aggressive. Sometimes it comes off as disrespectful. Mm-hmm. But I had to realize that my boys have my Y chromosome. They're just like me. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like my father. Mm-hmm. So it's not that they're being disrespectful. They're just super passionate and it's elevating. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So as a father, you got to identify that because nobody wants to be talked to roughly by their children.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So when I'm just passionate about my son. I'm just passionate about, and you're right.
Right. And you can identify that because that's you.
Right, exactly.
Right.
So, but you got to be willing to identify.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
my mom raised us, she was always, shut your fucking mouth and your head's in the lion's mouth. You know, and my question was, why my head in the lion's mouth? You know what I'm saying? I wasn't that dude. I was that kid. You know, I wasn't pushing the envelope. But I just want to know. I'm like, I'm grown.
Right.
And we having a conversation. Everything you say is not right. If you can show it to me it's right, then make me see how it's right.
Right.
You know, so, you know.
You know why though? Don't forget, generationally, that's probably how he or she was taught to. So
Definitely.
that's their parenting style from their parents, probably. I don't know.
You know, it was, but that's how she parented me, but I didn't parent my kids that way.
Right, exactly.
So you got to be willing to change, you know, so.
Right, and so there's a lot of things. If you look at this list, life skills, there are 11 of them. You could be quite busy, quite involved with your kids. So you have to have time. You're building all of these relationships, like household management. How do they keep their room?
Right. So, I mean, like, Sabo, you said that, you said that, you know, you can, there's a lot of stuff. You can spend a lot of time with your kids. Why wouldn't you? You want to spend that. And that's the thing. We got to get back to wanting to spend time with our kids.
Yes.
What I liked about my grandmother's house, man, my grandma was the only one who had a TV in her room. We had a TV in the den. So all my cousins would be sitting on the floor. My auntie sitting on the couches and stuff, watching the program together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they think,
family time.
right, so they think that, now they think that everybody had TV in their room. What's up, boy?
What's up, brother?
Everything good?
Yes, sir.
Everybody had TV in their room, so they think that we made it. But really, we just killing the family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because in that den, we'll have a gong show.
Right.
You know, we play all kind of games.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you see all these different personalities. You know what I'm saying? But when everybody's individualized, I got my own TV in my room. We're eating dinner, everybody on the cell phone and communication. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, you know, we got to get back to that.
We have to come back to that.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's cooking and nutrition. You know, what did you teach your kid about cooking? And they eat at home or they eat out, and their bodies, nutrition. What happens if they put good food in it or bad food? You know, that's what we teach them. Don't eat that. Don't drink that.
Right.
You know.
So in the area that I was raised, we never had processed. Everything was homemade.
Right. Okay.
My mom, my grandmother, my mom, my aunties, everything was homemade.
Right.
You know, I can remember Tawanza, my wife, trying to give my older kids ravioli out the can. I said, no, we're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? And she was with it. You know, when I said it, she was with it.
Right.
To start cooking good food.
Right.
And, you know what I'm saying?
She understood it.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
she
You know what I'm saying?
understood
But
it.
you know, you got because that's one of the things that, like, you know, when I think about this time right here, like Thanksgiving coming, Christmas coming, we didn't have a lot of gift giving, but that food supplemented the gifts.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So my grandmother didn't play about that. My mom, man.
That was the gift.
Yeah,
Really.
you know what I'm saying? So that's what it was.
So when we talk about that and we look at our kids now, like, would you say, have you spent a lot of time on helping them understand the financial management piece? Because, you know, going from a baby, count your pennies, put your money in your piggy bank, to, oh, I want to go buy something, Dad. Okay, let's go see how much money you saved, and so on. And
So out of all of those 11 steps, I failed that one right there, financial management. And the reason why, I got my good friend Moses, we talked about this just the other day, and I didn't have anybody to teach me. Now, my dad does well with saving money, as did my grandfather. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, me not having anything of substance, when I got it, I wanted to make sure my kids had a better life than me.
right.
So I overdid it with the Ocean Prime dinners, and we go to Ocean Prime for lunch. They'll bring their friends, you know what I'm saying? So when I look back on it, I said,
What was
we
the
could-
other place you were going to take me?
Charlie's, we went to Charlie's.
We went to Charlie's.
We
but
went
I
to Ocean
still-
Prime. You haven't been to Ocean Prime
I
yet.
haven't been to Ocean.
Right. So and that's the thing. So like I told Mike, you know, because every time I go to Mike's house, we in Waco, he gets a package delivered. And I'm looking at him like, boy, let me tell you something. Mike, you got money, you can buy anything you want. I said, that's a good thing. I said, but man, I was so blessed to have money in the bank so that when y'all want to do something, I could.
Right.
If you spend everything or you buy everything, you're gonna never have no money in the bank. I know you got a lot of money, but even that would run out. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing I try to teach them today. DJ does well. Maya, my daughter, all my girls pretty much. Maya, Yanni, the younger two girls. I think Brianna and Jada can do a little better with their spending. But Maya and Snuggie and Yanni does very, very well, you know what I'm saying, financial management.
Right. Okay,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
good.
Yeah.
At least there's a model in the family that
Right,
they can
right.
look at, right?
Yeah.
And so you know, financial management is a key to our future in a way. You know,
Right.
what we're gonna have and whether we have the money or not to afford the type of lifestyle we want.
Right.
So you do have to invest, you do have to save, and you do have to go through some sacrifices.
Definitely,
Yes,
definitely.
yes. So I think all of us could probably do better on that, you know.
Right.
What do you think about at home teaching time management?
It's a necessity. You got to have it, especially when with my kids, because we're athletes, student athletes. So we're to plan everything out.
Yes.
And no time wasted. If you want to be the best, we got to be here by this time right here. Got to be on time.
Right.
You know, and me and Mike, we will bump heads with that because he'll come late to a workout and I'll be furious. I said, "No, we're not working out today, bro. You're late. Come on, man. How you doing, brother? Slow motion.
So you're saying to teach him time management when he came late, you would penalize him by canceling the training?
Yeah, we would cancel. And this was up late because when he was under my thumbprint, you know what I'm saying? All right, bro. He's new. But when he became a young adult, you know what I'm saying, in college, 21, I say, "Hey, man, what time of beer?" And now I said, "No, I'm good, bro. I'm out."
Okay.
You know?
Okay. So how is you got lots of kids, so you got social skills. Which one you can identify how they interact with other people, how they interact with their professional, their careers, because that's something that had to be taught in the household in order to apply it to the outside world.
Right. Well, we don't have a problem in that area because when you're an athlete, and Snuggie is not an athlete, but Snuggie really she's a social butterfly.
Right, and
you know,
because she see everything else going on. Right.
But yeah, with my boys, when we come in the room, we demand it. We control it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's what it is.
And you got beautiful girls. You got really handsome young sons, and they. I can imagine on both sides there's an attraction magnet.
Right.
So how do you teach them the ones to let in, and the ones not let in?
That's a great question, Saba. But I just tell them, man, you just gotta when people show you who they are the first time, believe them.
Believe them.
You know, and that's what it is. And then it's certain things that you can't come back from. You can know them and have conversation with them, but you got to put them over here. They can't be in the inner circle.
Right.
You know, because you show me your friends, I'll show you your future.
Yes.
That's
powerful.
That's Kevin Knox, quote from Kevin Knox.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's true.
Right.
A 16-year-old told me, you know exactly what your kid's gonna do depending on the friends that they have.
Oh yeah.
That's powerful.
It's so crazy, man. Mike wanted to hang out with these guys when he was young, and I was like, "Nah, you can't go to the mall with that guy."
Right.
And like, "Man, Dad, man, you can't pick my friends." No, I'm not picking your friends, but you can't go to the mall with that
That's
guy.
right.
Y'all be friends, but you can go to the mall with that guy. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I never had that problem with DJ,
Okay.
but Mike, you know what I'm saying? He wanted to hang out, and I was like, "Nah, you can't do that, bro. And this is why." So when I told him that we talk about it now, and he understands why.
Right.
You know, their life went totally different angles, totally different ways. You know, so it's unfortunate.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Dad was right. You identified it early on.
And I tell my kids, I say, man, listen, when they age appropriate, you make your own decisions. But when you in high school and younger, I make decisions, bro.
Right.
You got your whole life to make your own decisions.
Right.
You know?
Right. Okay. So another one of these life skills is career and education. So in the household, what did you teach them? What were you a part of teaching your children?
I'll just like try to tell them to find something that you're passionate about and you never work a day in your life. You know, and of course, my guys like sports. Shane is an entertainer. Should be a writer, but he's a rapper.
Okay.
Snuggie is highly educated. Maya's working on her bachelor's. Maya's working on her bachelor's. I think Yanni's working on her master's. Brianna's obtained her master's. Snuggie has her master's, working on a JD. DJ's a firefighter. So everybody's career driven.
Right.
You know, my daughter Jada, she's in the Army. Maya's in the Navy, going to become an officer. She's doing good. Her duty station is in Maryland. Yeah, so she's doing good. She in school. All of them in school. I want those 9 degrees. That's what I want.
That's right. Put them on a wall.
Yeah, 9 degrees. You know.
That's a beautiful ambition, and they'll bring them home to you too.
Right.
Yeah. So, you
good?
What would you tell your kids about? Okay, everybody drives. Everybody have a car. There's transportation and safety. What would you tell them about transportation, movement, and what would you tell them about being safe out there at home? Those are the things over.
Hey man, make sure you put the seatbelt on. Putting phone down. P, I'm gonna call you, man. Putting phone down. And pay attention. And no drinking in the car. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want you smoking in the car. Cigar, cigarette, whatever, nothing. Just and be careful what you put in your car.
Right. No,
be careful what you put in your car.
And I always tell my kids, don't you never think people are not watching you.
Right.
So you gotta always be aware of your surroundings.
Right.
Always. Yeah. Right. And don't put people in your car that you're gonna regret.
Right.
And so what do you tell them when they was little versus as an adult? Digital literacy, computers, online, chat groups.
Right. Be careful what you put on the internet. Because once it's in the universe, it's in the universe.
Right, Twitter.
I can't take it back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And be careful of the content that you have on those pages. You know what I'm saying? Mike and DJ, all my kids are highly recruited. And I will always tell them that, you know what I'm saying? Coaches look at your Instagram.
Everything.
To kind of use it, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So
what's the other Instagram?
Facebook, MySpace, take it back a bit though.
Right.
Yeah.
When they were younger.
Yeah. Exactly. So that's it.
Okay. So, and the last one, in terms of life skills, these are the 11 life skills that we're supposed to teach our kids at home. So when they go outside of home, they're ready for the world.
Right.
And it doesn't happen one time. You have to build it over years.
Right.
They have to understand you, and that's your way of building relationships with them. How you gonna transition them outside of the home. Right. So the last one is physical and mental well-being.
Right. Well, I'll tell you what my dad told me. I'm going to college. And I'm going to college. And my dad, this is what he gave me. John Trigg. He gave me a thesaurus. He told me, stay in shape. Physically, keep working out.
Right.
Work on your vocabulary. Give me some unscented lotion and some unscented lotion, and some Bill Blast cologne.
Okay.
And say, when you put your lotion on, put your lotion in your hand, spray the cologne in your lotion. Work on your vocabulary, you're gonna be good to go. Stay in shape.
Was that true? Did it work for you?
Yes.
Okay.
It did. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I mean, and what he was saying is physically, you got to take care of your temple.
Right, your temple.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
temple.
My brother just left Pelham. He said to me a while ago, he said, Mike, I mean, I see you always work out, man. So like, what is it about, you know what I'm saying? Like, when have you been health conscious like that? I said, well, Pelham, I've always looked good. I just want to maintain it. He thought I was health conscious. No, it's my physical appearance.
Right.
But my grandma Trigg, man, she was big on her physical appearance. She's beautiful. And I know that she liked that. So I would always look the part and I'll come around clean cut.
Right.
So that's what it was,
Okay, I just love that Bill.
Hey, Pelham, come here real quick, man. Just come here real quick, dog. Pelham, come here, man. Pelham, come here. Man, come here, bro. I got a question for you real quick, man. Golly. Yeah.
So, oh man, train of thought. So, your dad, that whole cologne thing, unscented lotion.
Yeah. So you spray the cologne into the lotion, you put it all over your body. So you walk by there like, that, who's that? And then you look the part, who's that?
Right.
Then you open your mouth, you got the thesaurus, so you got all these synonyms, you got a vocabulary.
I like
Hey, Pelham, just stay right there then. I was telling about the story, you say, well, Mike, I know you always work out about your health, man.
I say, man, why you so intrigued, with your health? So I'm thinking, you know, why he like to look so good. And so I'm thinking he can say, man, you know, it's my health. He was like, you know, Pello, I always been like a nice looking dude. We were rocking, you know, how to live. You know, like a nice looking dude.
All right, bro.
That's awesome. Well, there's been a lot of research put into this
Right.
to develop a well-rounded child that they
Right.
can see the world for what it is and go out there and create their own destiny.
I'm gonna send this segment to my son Shane. He just had his baby.
Oh,
Zoe.
girl.
Yeah, Zoe Ruth Highsmith Trigg. You know what I'm saying?
My God, that's beautiful.
I think this can be some good information for him.
Yes. Okay, I'll type it up and send it over to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
but this is awesome. This is some good information that young parents
The young parents
that need to understand this. You know what I'm saying? Because
this is their relationship builder right here.
But the
This
thing about it is, I didn't have that, but I did. Only one I didn't do was financial management.
right. But you did it, right?
Yeah,
But you didn't
yeah,
do
yeah.
it
The way I wanted to do. Yeah, the way I know about it today.
Exactly.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So.
And
Yeah.
that's wonderful because, you know, his new baby, what's her birthday?
October 31st.
Okay, and Zuri Simone's birthday is November the 12th. She'll be next Wednesday, she'll be 1 year old.
man, she's
Happy
one of-
birthday, Zuri Simone.
Happy birthday. That's my best friend. That was Joe Jackson's birthday.
Oh, wow.
Mine's 11th.
Okay, so you
yeah,
guys all
wow.
these great minds in
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, she's a little joy.
Well, she's not gonna lack no confidence. That's for sure. Scorpio.
Oh, already.
Yeah.
Already, man.
Yeah.
So that was a beautiful segment. So I'll make sure you get this. And this is what we need to do. Even if we didn't have a list, there's things in the household we need to make sure. We need to take care of.
Yeah.
If we take care of these things here to the best of our ability through research, through trial and errors, we could turn out a really wholesome child.
Right.
Well,
And this is something parents, not just fathers, not just mothers.
Yes.
Both parents can partake in this together.
Right.
But
this is a team effort.
Right. However, just being transparent. You know, we live in a society where there's a lot of single parenting.
Yes.
Whether it's mother or father.
Yes.
But this is still this should be your Bible.
Yeah, this
for raising the
format here, raising a child.
the well-rounded kid.
Blueprint, right?
Exactly.
Right, right. And I went over this. It was so interesting. I went over with my daughter.
Right.
Yeah,
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I took it over. And matter of fact, I put some of the notes here about what she talked about the most, you know.
Right.
And she said the same thing. Mom, you taught me financial management, but when I got out there, I lost my mind. I just spent money.
Right. Yeah.
And she said, I'm learning better now because I have a kid. So
Yeah. You got to be more responsible.
Right,
You know
a
what I'm saying?
lot more responsible. Yeah.
I want to just change the subject for 1 minute, and this is to fathers because I got a friend that's we were in similar situations where him and his son was like best friends, and for whatever reason, him and his wife divorced, and he's been distant from his son. I just want to say to all fathers,
Okay.
we're not perfect,
No.
and I have been disrespected in raising my children.
Yes.
But me personally, I have disrespected God, my Father, and He still blessed me and carried me and loved me.
Amen.
So get out your feelings
Yes.
and keep that door open for communication
Yes.
with your kids, your sons and your daughters.
Yes.
I can tell you a story. Me and Mike.
Just say this first,
Yes.
please. Please, this is for educational purposes. I think if you take these 11 life skills and talk it over with your family, and also while you're thinking about this, please hit the like button.
And subscribe.
Share,
Yeah.
subscribe, and send it to your friends because we're on the track. We want to make sure we get at least 10,000 in the next 3 to 6 months. So please help us out with that.
I appreciate it.
continue.
Yeah. So me and Mike was at a crossroad, and he felt that I disrespected him. I felt he disrespected me, and we went like maybe a week or two. But I love my kids.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? And it hurt me not to communicate with my son.
Right.
So I jumped on the plane I just jumped on the plane and I flew out to Waco, Texas, pulled up to the practice facility, and he came out right there. You know what I'm saying? What's up?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm so glad I did that because, Mike's 23 years old, he makes 6 figures in NIL, whatever. But he needs his parents and he needs his daddy.
Yes.
And I need my son. I need my relationship with my son.
Right.
So,
I agree.
So you can't be so bullheaded and say, oh, nah, he'll need me before I need him. That's what I grew up on.
Right.
That's how our parents parented.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? No, I need my son. And I want him to understand that. I need all of my children to understand that y'all complete me. When I get that call from my daughter this morning, I was on Facebook and I sent her something. What you doing up early this morning? What you doing up early this morning? You know what I'm saying? Johnny, you know what I'm saying? I need that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
communication.
yes. So don't be so big to say, oh, I'm the dad or I'm the mother. No, man.
Right.
Keep that door open.
Right.
And mend that broken fence.
I agree 100%.
Yeah, that's it, man. Yeah.
Because we all know we could do something different, but why not do the hard parts?
Right.
Open the door, mend the fences, and have a lifetime of joy with your children.
That's what it's about. And it wasn't hard. You know what I'm saying? Because the love. It's only hard when you're doing something you don't want to do. I want to mend this. I want my, you know what I'm saying? So, and to my friend out there, if you get it, I'm gonna send this to you, and hope you can just receive it the way I meant for it to come out.
Right.
And man, it'd be a blessing to you.
Yes, and it's always a beautiful thing because when we think about it, that's us.
Right. Right.
That's actually us.
Right.
You know.
Right.
In a different time and space, but it's really us. It's an extension of us.
Definitely.
Yes, and so any last words you'd like to say?
No, man, it's been a great podcast. I mean, you was on point with that, Saul, but I appreciate that. I mean, like, you know, even though I did it, but I can see it.
Yes.
It's got to be tangible for me. I want to put my hands on it.
Yes.
So we really need to get that out there for real.
Okay.
Copies of that to young parents.
Okay, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. And put some examples in between there so they'll know how to build on it.
Exactly.
I agree with that.
Good job.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Tampa Bay. No losses, just lesson. See you next time.
On the yo.